First impression on Candace, we had her, we actually played against UMass at one of our tournaments. And she pitched and then rolled to the bottom of the inning or the top of the next inning, and there she is. She's hitting like in the 4 or 5 hole. Leads off with like a bunt single. I clock her at a 2.81 to first. I'm thinking, man, that kid can move pretty good. Shortly thereafter, she stole second, and then shortly thereafter,
she stole third, and then the very next game, she was playing third base. We're like, yeah, we remember this kid. She was an athlete and she was a competitor.
It's kind of maybe like our first practice. So like everyone's like coming in, like usually you didn't really know, I mean obviously I didn't know anybody coming in. And this girl just walks in, she's got all these tattoos, she's freaking yoked, and you're just like, and she looks intimidating, really, really intimidating. But like then when you get to know her, you're like, oh, I mean she still is intimidating, but she's sweet, she's really cool.
We had just played, I want to say, Ole Miss, and it wasn't one of my best games ever. And after the game, she gave me a pat on the back, and she was like, "You're gonna be fine. You're still a good pitcher, and just learn from it, and we'll get the next one." And so I just thought her taking the time, patting me on the back, was just like, all right, she's got my back.
Let's go! Yeah! 2 more, let's go! Yeah!
When I think of Candace's impact, a big part of it starts in the weight room, and she made the weight room competitive.
Yeah, we're over here first round, lifting like 100. Candace is over there 400 pounds. You're like, all right, you do that, and let me just add some tens on or something like that. She was crazy intimidating in the weight room because not only did she expect more out of herself, but she expected more out of everyone around her.
Her biggest growth, I would say also, would be her confidence in her mentality, and for her to not be afraid to be different. And she really embraced who she was and didn't care what other people had to think about her. She loved who she was, and she knew we loved her for who she was as well.
and when Candace spoke, we all listened. You know, because number one, nobody ever thought Candace wasn't doing her job. Nobody ever thought Candace wasn't putting in the time and the effort to be the best player she could possibly be. So when she spoke and tried to energize the team and energize the dugout and that kind of thing, we all took to heart what she had to say.
She's gonna speak for things that are true and just. She's not gonna go with the crowd, what's socially acceptable. And that's something that you don't find in a lot of people these days, is someone that's gonna be truthful with you, someone that's going to be true to themselves. But that's what I want people to know, is that she's just an all-around great person, someone that you really want in your corner.
We really miss her presence in the lineup, and just that leadership and the confidence that she brought every single day, whether it was on the field, to practice, in a game, or to the weight room.